Hello and welcome to this live stream from Roulette Calculators. My name's Ed Clark, and today we're going to be focusing on a new strategy that I'm calling the E.D.C, and that's going to be using the dealer tracker from Roulette Calculators. Now, if you're not already a member of Roulette Calculators, you should head over to roulettecalculators.com and set yourself up a free account. That way you can chat to other roulette players, discuss any strategies and betting systems, and learn about different casinos and dealers. And this will hopefully take your roulette game to the next level. Now, the social network is completely free to join. There is a paid membership option available for the use of its calculators and betting tools. There is a link in the description, which will kind of explain that a little bit more about how the tools work and how to move forward. Now, I'm just going to show you Okay, yes, sorry guys, I've just realized there's no voice whatsoever on that on that scene that I set up. But basically, what I was saying is, if you haven't got an account on One Win, you can head over to Roulette Calculators and set one up by going to the online section. And then I was speaking about Sam, who's been crushing it on the area key. He took, I think it's 5,000 up to 14,000 pounds, and then another 2,000. And what I was saying is, on the 19th of this month, Sam's agreed to do a live stream with me. So it's going to be really, really good. We're going to do a Skype conversation. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, and back in the room. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a Skype session with Sam, who is the legend of the area key. We won't be doing any betting, but what we will be doing is tracking dealers and hearing Sam's insight onto why he would play with that dealer or why he wouldn't play with that dealer. And it's going to be gold. So everyone knows Sam is the legend of the area key. For me, I always use the dealer tracker. I was going to mention ground is key as well. You've done some sessions using the positive negative calculator and got some nice little gains with that. Again, not my favorite tool, but it does work short term. It is one of those ones if you want to get a couple of units profit. If you're if you're really unlucky, you'll lose. But if luck's on your side, you can get some nice profit. So hopefully, could you hear me when I was talking about the Excel document? I don't think you could at all. So probably not. I didn't actually add the audio thing in. This is where trial and error comes in. But basically what we're doing, just to explain, I'm tracking a dealer and I am looking for consistency like I always do. And we're going to be betting on 22 numbers. So we're going to do a neighbours of 5, which will cover 11 numbers, but we'll do 2 neighbour bets, okay? The Excel document is available to download in the description, and that basically shows you the progression. So with the way it works, we're doing a single bet of 10 cents per number. Now we're covering 22 numbers. If it loses, we martingale. As I was saying to the Excel document, none of you, if obviously a martingale doesn't really work if you've got more than 18 numbers. So it's a step system. So if you lose, you drop down a step. If you lose, you drop down a step. If you win, you go up a step. And that's how this system works. And this is, I basically just got the idea. I was trialing it. You can actually do this with the dozens if you want. If you want to cover 2 dozens, that's 24 numbers. Say you put £5 on 2 dozens. If it loses, you can martingale. If that loses, you martingale. Now, if you win, you step down a level. Okay, so you're still on the martingale, but you're just stepping down a level. And the idea is, obviously, you're covering 2/3 of the board. You should definitely get a lot more wins than losses. So I've got 7 sessions on here. I'm carrying on from where I first started, which was 245. That's where I finished when I was doing the positive negative calculator routine. And so I just started recording these sessions just to give it a try, because I did like the concept of covering a larger amount of numbers, but having a damage control system in place so that you can step up and down. Now, I'm not sure, it's entirely up to you if you want me to let you watch the entire sessions or if you want me to skip through. It'll be interesting to find out. But there is, it'll probably be about an hour and a half if we watch them all through. So it is a bit of a long session, but it gives everyone a chance to ask me any questions. And, you know, if you've got any questions about this system. So you can see here, I've just gone straight in. My center point was number 4. So I've done a neighbours bet either side of number 4, covering 22 numbers. Now my starting, I think I'm doing 20 cents per number, which is a bit riskier than the normal one, but I never really got into that much danger with this one. It doesn't mean that you won't, but I just kind of want to show you that. So I missed, so you can see now my center point is 20. That's in between those two. So I'm covering up to number 20 and the opposite side. and I am doing a martingale, so I'm doubling that bet. And the nice thing is, because you're covering 22 numbers, the further down the progression you go, when you do win, you make a lot more profit because you're collecting profit along the way, as long as you get out of the martingale step system. So let's see what it's been so long since I recorded these. I don't even know what happens. I can't remember, but obviously I know that I win over the 7 sessions. But I'm just fresh back off of my YouTube ban because people keep reporting me, I think. But that went to number 20, so you can see that is actually on the center point number there. So that's given me the win. So now I'll drop back down to 20 cents per number. And again, I'm pointing out the center point is number 27. So I'm just doing 20 cents per number. And you're just covering a huge amount of numbers. You know, you're covering 22 numbers. So the odds should definitely be in your favor. Now, I was quite impatient just testing this out because I kind of believed that this step system would work if you're just randomly betting, but obviously using the dealer tracker to find a consistent dealer is where the money's at. You don't want to, you know, if you find a consistent dealer, you shouldn't have to martingale much at all. So that was a horrible spin. You see it just bounced all the way to the opposite side, but it still gave us the win there on number 16. So that's put the balance up to 249. I like this kind of staking increase on the loss and revert back to the original. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot more sense than just, I know it is still straight martingaling, but you are covering more of the board. So the odds should be in your favor to get more wins. And that's how it works. Obviously, if the odds are in the favor for the casino to get more wins, you're just going to drop down that martingale system, the levels fast. But because you're covering more, the odds are technically in your favor, so you should get more wins than losses. And that was my thinking. So I thought it would be good to test it out. As you can see there, I think that is number 28, which is again another win. So you can see the balance slowly creeps up. I think we make I'm not sure, it's a small amount of profit, but as I said, if you do start running down the rabbit hole of the martingale, you still make a bit more profit as it collects. If you was betting on 24 numbers, I believe you just have to get out of the hole to break even or win your initial bet. So yeah, it's a really interesting concept. I played 7 sessions with it. I've done really well. I'm not sure if you heard me on the browser, but I was explaining at the end of this stream, we're going to be giving away some vouchers for 1win casino. So if you go up to that 3 little dots at the top right hand corner, click on voucher, and then enter in the voucher as soon as you see it. The first 5 people that enter in that voucher will get some funds credited to their 1win account, and it's no, you know, there's no wager limits or anything like that, so you don't have to bet 2 million times the amount. So it's just a little gift that 1win passed on to me. It's quite nice actually when that you get the casinos contacting you saying, here, give some people some free money, and obviously it benefits them for sure. You know, they're getting people joining. I don't know how long it will last if people keep beating the casino, but I think they know for the most part that most people don't have the patience either. So here I'm pointing out the center point is number 21. So again, I'm covering up to 21 and the opposite side. I believe we missed the last bet, so we martingale. So I don't think we've gone past 1 miss yet. I know we do. And yeah, I want to show you the Excel document, but I've realized that I can't because the microphone's not wired up for that particular scene. Ground is key. What is your recommendations? Can I achieve it without changing scenes and cutting everyone off? So there you go. We got the win on that one. So now we just simply step back down to the 20 cents per number. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. It does seem like a an interesting strategy covering 22 numbers using a martingale step system and obviously tracking dealers. So you can see here he's got a little bit of a signature, but it's still early to tell because we've only got 5 results. But as I mentioned, it didn't really faze me that much because even the way we're betting is better than betting on an even section. We're covering more of the wheel. So in this case, it went to number 20. So that was a miss there. So again, we go to step 2 of the martingale. Now you can see here, I could probably get away with doing a split bet, you know, where I could put the neighbours up on number 1 and the other neighbours on number 2. But I just kind of followed it round. Create a separate scene for my mic and duplicate it onto the scene that has your Excel doc. See, I can, but as soon as I click on that scene, it's going to switch the video over, and we'll lose the place. But it's okay. It's pretty self-explanatory. As I said, the document is in there, and I do think further into this session, I do start reverting back to it. Now, I think that was my second miss. So it went from 20 to 40, and now it's going to 80. Okay, so what I'm not 80. I think it's 160. It's a martingale. So I double and then double. Yeah, so that's how it's working. It's you martingaling the bet there. So the total bet is €17.60. Still in pretty good shape. But if I lose this, I then have to martingale again. If I win this, I step back a level. You can copy and paste. I'm really scared to do that. Grander's key, I will probably delete the internet. It happens. So that went to number 7. So that obviously gave me the win. So this is a good chance for you to see what happens now. Obviously, I was on 80 cents per number. And I think I do split the bet up here. Oh, no? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. No, I think I just carried it round. So I just do 1 martingale. So now I'm on 40 cents. Yeah, I do worry about deleting the internet. But yeah, fairly interesting system. I had a lot of fun using it. And it's obviously anything to do with the martingale or any sort of progression does have its risks. Now I have got another strategy that I'm really excited to do. I am going to put that on. I think I'll do a live stream video of me testing it out, which will be I got €1,000 in another casino account, and I'll risk €300. I think it's €309, which is the recommended balance according to my spreadsheet. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that. So for this one, minimum deposit. Again, if you have a look, I will switch over. I'm scared to switch over, but on the Excel document, it will. It does show you the steps, and it shows you the accumulated debt that you would have. So look at that, number 19, a nice triple up there. So that obviously gave me the win. So now I'm back to the 20 cents bets again. I'm showing this. I think this is where I actually do I split the bet up there. So I'm covering 2 sides of the wheel. Yeah, at the end of this session, I will open the Excel and I will add the mic to it so that I can talk through it, and then we'll move on to the second session. So it's a really fun strategy, this one. And you can clearly see there are groupings with this particular dealer already. I was a bit gusto and just went straight in having a laugh with it. That went to 29, so that was a miss. That's right in between those 2 sections. So of course here I do the martingale. Now this is such a weird layout because we've got a triple up and a double up. But the other results are very spaced out, which I don't like. I do cover the majority. But as I said, I'm not too fussed about pretty much randomly betting. Now, I do always go for where the dealer seems to be favouring their previous spin results, but I'm not too fussed with this particular strategy. So where's this one go? So number 4 is amazing. That's just like a triple up. I have seen it go to a 6, 6 win streak. So obviously that was a miss. That was on the bottom there at 11. So what step am I on now? I think it's, I haven't been paying attention. So we double and double. Yeah, okay, so we're on 80 cents per number on this particular one. But yeah, so how's it going, Mr. Ground is Key? It's, I know you've been having fun with the positive negative calculator, but it is one of those systems that does make your rectum twitch a little bit when you start getting deep into the hole. Okay, so that went to 23, I believe. Yeah, so this is where we've gone to level 4, I believe, which is €1.60 per number. Or is it so double, double, double? Yes, I think it's 160. And I think this is I can't remember. It's been I played this a week ago, but I wasn't able to post it because YouTube banned me for a week, fresh off my suspension. But I don't think I go much higher than that, which is 4 bets in. But then of course you've got to work your way down that rabbit hole as well. Yeah, no, I look forward to watching some more of those. So okay, so because we got that one, we now go from 160 to 80 cents per number. And again, I'm covering 2 sides, so double and then double. But you'll see once I get out of the martingale how much my balance increases, because obviously as you go further down, the value's getting higher, but when you do get the wins, it's giving you extra. It's not like the standard martingale where you just double your initial bet. You make more the further down you go. But of course that gets more scary as well. So oh, just to let you know, Mr. Ground is Key, there is so that's another win. I'll just do that. So now we go back to 40 cents per number. But for the positive negative calculator, I have added a section where you can enter in custom numbers. So at the bottom you can enter a string of numbers, and again that was more for me to look at sort of neighbours dozens instead of obviously 1 to 12 and 13 onwards. You can actually cover 0, 32, 15, 19, 4, 21. So you can cover a block of 12 numbers in a row, and then you can have that set as like a favourites bet on the casino there. Okay, so this is a good example because I wasn't quite out of the hole there, and it went to 13. So now I have to martingale up again from my last bet. So I hope that all makes sense the way it works. So double, double, and yeah. So that's the way this is working. Really fun system to play. But with any progressive betting play, obviously the higher your balance, the more of a safety net you've got, but the more risk you're going to take. I mean, if you just have a horrible losing streak, then you can get in trouble. Obviously, that came in for me in number 17. So now, obviously, I step down a level. Yeah. Yeah, no, the custom numbers is something that's going to be really interesting. I can, if you drop me a message on Roulette Calculators on the messenger there, I'll send you the link to it so you can play around. I haven't got it set up so it highlights anything yet, so it's literally just scrolling down and seeing what the current depths are. And I also thought that would be good to do this type of system on double dozens. So if you look at say the first 12 and the second 12 haven't come out for a while, you can then start doing this system covering 24 numbers, but on the 2 dozens that haven't come out. How's it going? Cleared, touch and go. That's Jitendra, please play with another table. Now this is a pre-recorded session. I've got 7 sessions that I'm showing you. But yeah, we do play with different tables. So this one's on Azugi on 1 win. But after we get there, I did actually decide a really smart idea, which I believe I start doing is, there you go. I think I'm actually out of the progression now. So I think it's down to 20 cents again. But yeah, so I mean, you can clearly see 2 areas on this particular dealer, what's happening. But I'm not sure, because I got the idea. I can't remember, as I said, I recorded these a week ago and I haven't been able to post them. But I got this idea that you should get 3 wins on a particular gaming provider. So not the casino, the gaming provider. This gaming provider is Azugi. And once you get 3 wins, jump off and go to a different gaming provider like Evolution or Pragmatic or one of the others, just so you don't arouse suspicion. Now, I don't know why I didn't bet there, because that was actually looking quite nice. But this particular spin's not looking amazing. I mean, there is 2 clear sections there, but it is a little bit spaced out for what I like. Yeah, no, we all love Grounders Keys videos. He knows how to put the microphone on every scene. So yeah, I don't think I bet with this. Let me just skip through, but you can see my balance is 290 euros now. So we made 45 euros. And yeah, this is actually the end of the session. So I think I was just watching it to see if the numbers would still come in. So let me just, yeah, it is showing that the trend is still there. But yeah, I think I stopped betting because I made 45 euros on this session. And let me just skip forward a little bit just so you can see. Yeah. Yeah, so I show that as 290. So before I go to the next scene, let me just talk again. So I'm going to add the mic to Excel. One moment. Okay, so you should now be able to hear me. What problem have you got with the calculator, Janitra? I can't pronounce your name. Jitendra? I think that's right. Jitendra. Yeah, exactly that, Grounders Key. Obviously, it's not like I'll never promise that using these tools will guarantee you a win. All they're there for is to show you the dealer's history and what the dealer is doing. And then for me, I call it educated betting. It's betting based on the dealer's history and not just on a dozen or a column, with exception the positive negative calculator. So we're on the Excel document here. I just want to show you. So this is basically the step system that we're doing. As I mentioned, this spreadsheet is available in the description. Just click on it and that should just download it straight away. So with this, I'm doing 10. In fact, I was doing 20 cents per number in my session. So what I was doing was sliding down this scale every time I lost. And every time you win, you step back. So it could be like lose, 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 win, 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 lose, win, win. And then you're back to the beginning. And that's using the martingale system, which is just essentially doubling your previous bet. And we're covering 22 numbers. So we're covering a lot more of the table than traditional martingale, which is just 18 numbers. So that's the Excel document. I believe I created a version here which was using just 20 numbers on this side, but this is the one that I'm using in this video series. So let's go back to the second session now, which is obviously I'm carrying on from where I left off, 290 euros. And I'll just skip forward a little bit. I believe I do, I start stepping it up as I progress. Some dealers are amazing. I just get back-to-back wins. Other dealers aren't. And obviously I have to use the martingale system a little bit more. Right, so let's have a look. Payment problem. Yeah, we do get a lot of people struggling to pay through ClickBank. I think what it is if you've bought anything on ClickBank before and requested a refund, I think that basically flags your email or your account or your card and prevents you from doing it. If you drop me a message at support@roulettecalculators.com or just go to Roulette Calculators and click on the contact form, I will I'll be able to send you a link for an alternative payment. But yeah, unfortunately we can't use PayPal because they basically took I think £1,500 or £2,000 and went, oh, we can't let you use the service because it's related to gambling. So yeah, unfortunately we can't use PayPal anymore. I don't trust PayPal. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But the good morning, Luke. How are you? Right, so this is the second dealer I'm tracking. I can see a nice little section growing here. And I'm not... yeah, so I'm doing the standard thing. I'm doing a neighbour's bet of 5, which is covering 22 numbers because I'm doing 2 neighbour bets. Yeah, thank you all for joining. It's really nice to have you in the chat. As I mentioned, if you've got any questions about anything, feel free to yeah, screw PayPal. Yeah, conglomerates. That's what always really pissed me off about eBay as well. You go on eBay, they charge you 10% to sell something, and then they charge you 5% if they pay through PayPal. It's just like, how much do you want? So that's gone to number 16, which has given me the win. 36. Oh, I think I'm on a pound, a £1 thing here. I'm not sure. Or is that euro? No, that's euros, yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure I'm on the same casino. I'm thinking, did I get the videos in order? But yeah, no, I did. It carried on from 290 euros. So start with 245. And basically, I'm just following this thing. So you can see here, I've definitely stepped it up. I think I'm doing 50 cents per number on this one. And it's quite a bit risky to do this with such a small balance when you're doing this sort of progression. However, it does... the only other option is if you, as I said, drop me a message, you can set up an account on Wise, which is an online bank, and you can top that up pretty much with any method that you like, and then do a transfer. It is a bit of a pain because obviously it doesn't go through the payment gateway, but I understand not everyone can pay using ClickBank. But it is I like using ClickBank because it gives the user a guaranteed 60-day money back guarantee. You know, so there's so many scammers out there, and like I always say, these tools are just tools. I use them and I make a living from them, and a lot of people on the network do. And what all of the people who are successful using these tools will tell you, it is all about patience. You know, if you just jump on and start betting on highlighted numbers, you're going to lose. You need to find a dealer that has some sort of level of consistency. Now, looking at this dealer, for instance, number 7 and number 12 have both been landed on twice. Okay, 12's 3 times now. So you can see that some dealers really do favour certain areas, and that's what these tools are. And for me, it's helped me win so much. But I will never say it's guaranteed. You know, there is no guarantees in roulette. Okay, so here's a classic example. I just played on speed roulette. I got 3 wins back to back. I'm pointing out that's pragmatic play. So what I do now is I jump out and go to not another casino, but another gaming provider, because it's not the casinos that monitor you. It's not the casinos that are spinning the ball. It's the gaming providers that the casinos plug into. So what I do is I jump out of pragmatic play, and then I find another gaming provider. And I think that's a smart way of doing it. So you get 3 wins and then you jump out, find a different gaming provider. That's 290. I don't believe I called the session here. 3. Oh, I was saying it hasn't updated my balance, so I had to refresh it. So yeah, now what I'm doing is looking for another table that isn't pragmatic. Good morning, Ragnar. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, it's good to see you all joining in on this stream. Oh yeah, maintenance mode. You gotta love it. Now there are like, one win has its benefits, but it also has its downsides. There are quite a few tables where the stream isn't very good. I'm not sure if that's actually the casino's feed, or if that is literally just the gaming provider. I get lag sessions on so many, and it's so annoying, especially when you put a nice big bet on an area. It looks like it's accepted the bet, it lands perfectly on your area, and it's like, your bet wasn't placed in time, so we've removed it. That's like a big FU. Yeah, I'm good, Ragnar. Good to have you on board. This session, what we're doing, just to go over it again, we're covering 22 numbers using the dealer tracker, and we're doing a damage control martingale system. So we'll martingale. If that loses, we martingale. If we win, we just step back. We step back a martingale. If we lose, we step forward a martingale. Bunker, hello. It's quite a few names on here. Some people I know who you are, and other people I'm not sure if you are a member. I've as I was saying earlier, I've got a beautiful strategy that I'm looking at doing with it's a genius strategy. It actually works. I got inspired from it's called Star 2.0, and it just works. You know, I haven't actually tested it yet, but just the concept, I know it's going to work really, really well. It might not. I might crash and burn, but basically it gives you 14 chances to get a 2-win streak. So, because I always find that I usually get a lot of wins back to back, and the step system is beautiful. You bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 2 units. But when you get your win, you need to basically martingale for the second win, and as soon as you do that, anywhere on the thing, it resets. So it's like trying to get a 2-win streak, and you get 14 chances to do it. I think it's gonna do really good. It does. I get really excited by it. I've done all of the Excel document and just looked at it. And as mentioned, I've got an account on Live Vegas. I can't remember, but I know I've got €1,000 in that account. I'm going to risk €309 on this strategy, and I will do a live stream whilst playing. So I don't know if it will win. I don't know if it will lose. I believe I had a dealer change there. I'm just going to skip through a little bit because obviously it is just the same thing over and over and over. So obviously my balance is 310. I can skip through. I think I find a dealer here. I'm doing some bets. I'll just watch a couple of bets here. But I never really get into trouble with this particular strategy. Some sessions are very short. Other ones are a bit longer. You can see there, number 36, just perfect. And you're covering 22 numbers. That's what I just love about this setup. You're covering 22 numbers, and you just need to win more times than you lose for this system to work. I quite like this racetrack where it shows you the chips on the racetrack. I think they should all do that. It's quite nice. So is that Snap you getting butterflies about different strategies? I didn't put any background music on as well, so I apologize for that. I don't know if you... In fact, it'd be interesting to find out. Do you prefer music in the background or not? I have muted the videos purely because I was talking over them. I did record them as separate videos, and I was explaining what I was doing. So you'll see me pointing to things. But I thought it's better to do a live stream because I know a lot of people don't understand what's going on, and they're free to ask any questions. And yeah, I think it's a bit more fun. It's a bit more interactive. I'm not sure if it works yet, but I've set that stream elements thing up. So I believe if someone subscribes to my channel, it pops up on the screen. I'm not sure if it works. If someone wants to unsubscribe and then subscribe, I don't know. Or if you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. I'd be interested to see if it actually works. I know, Grander's Key, you play around with all of these elements and these settings, the transitions and all overlays and things. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it works. I don't know if anyone online is not subscribed and they want to smash that subscribe button to see if it actually pops up. Now, I believe this table is the one that's got hashtag Stop War in Ukraine, which definitely. But I found that this table, this particular casino, I think it's called E.T.C or E.G.T. It's really, it gets really laggy. So you can see my balance is 308. I'm going to skip through a little bit more, just so you can see. Like 328, 364. I think that, yeah, that was my three win streak. So I go to another casino, or oh no, I think I leave it there at 364 on that one. Yeah, I leave it there on that one. So let's go to the next video, which is here. I carry on from 364. I'm just doing this just for the continuity as well. I thought I could post one video a day, and you can watch the progression, but I thought I'll just do them all on one stream. This is a much shorter session as well. It's a 12-minute session, but I'm going from 364. Now I might skip over to, yeah, so this is my original. Let me just pause it there. This is my original spreadsheet. It's changed a lot since then, but I'm looking at just because of the history. I was like, I haven't gone past sort of a depth of 4 using this system, so I thought, I can probably get away with it. And I'm showing the progression there. So obviously the first bet is 22, 44, 88, 176, and that accumulated balance would be 330 euros. So that's what I thought. So I can say there's the accumulated thing. I've got 364, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go straight away with €1 chips. The minimum profit from each win would be 14 euros. Now, the minimum profit is if I get the win straight away. If I start martingaling and start stepping back, the profit does increase. And I believe that's what I'm probably saying in this video while my mouse is flying around. So yeah, I carry on with this. Yeah, I see potential with a lot of strategies, especially when you're betting on where the dealer is favoring. You know, I look at odds, evens, reds, blacks, highs and lows, which is a 50-50 or just under chance of winning, but there's just no tell. And sometimes you find a dealer and you can go, okay, in the last last 10 spins, they've had 100% in this one area. I'm going to bet there, you know, and that makes far more sense. But it still doesn't mean that you're going to win. Yeah, this is it, that EGT table, which it seems to go really laggy. And I had a few problems placing bets on. So let me just skip forward a little bit so we've got some data. When do I make the first bet? Okay, so I make the first bet here, so let's just watch it from there. So you can see there, I'm covering this hot area there from number 2 all the way around. Ignoring number 35. But you see that connection to the server's been lost. It's just such, and look at that, not found. I was like, what the hell is that? Hey buddy, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I wasn't sure what happened there. I was looking at my balance. I was like, did it actually, was it a win or was it a loss? But yeah, I couldn't open it. It wouldn't open the browser again. So it really, really annoyed me. So let me just skip through. But you can see it did update my balance there to 378. So the win did get recorded, which was nice. But just the fact that the table died on me didn't give me much hope. I think it's ECT or something like that. So let me skip through a little bit. I go back onto a different table, Azugi here. I start tracking the table. And when do I make a bet on this one? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So it looks like I'm splitting the bet up into 2. Hey, Aaron, how's it going, buddy? Really, really do appreciate it, man. I really do. It's always it's funny reading the YouTube comments because I get a lot of love from the people who understand that they're tools and they're just showing you the dealer's history. But then I get a lot of hate going, "You're a scammer," and I'm just like, well, no, I'm not. You know? So yeah, this is this system I do love. Covering 22 numbers on a sliding scale martingale. It just seems to work. You can see there I'm doing a neighbours on 31 because it's got 3 results there, and I think the only one I'm not covering here is number 15. But yeah, it is definitely, obviously I started with 245 euros a few sessions ago, and each one, oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, I don't really do streams that much, because I'm getting a bit more used to doing them. Ground is Key is the stream legend, but yeah, for me, I find it easier to just play a session and talk to the camera or talk. I used to do the camera all the time, but I might start doing that. I've completely changed my one of the rooms in my house to a studio. But yeah, I don't think it's needed. It's not like I'm going for Miss Thailand 2023. So I don't think anyone really needs to see my face. Tell me, how am I choosing the numbers? I'm using the dealer tracker. And what I'm doing is I'm making 2 neighbour bets of 5, which is covering 22 numbers. And I'm only betting on the really hot sections here. So if I lose, then I will martingale. And if I lose, I will martingale. And if I win, I will step back a martingale. So obviously it's a step system. But we're covering 22 numbers, which is the the majority. Hello, Henry. Welcome. Good to see so many people online. But yeah, I'm not sure if that subscribe thing works or not. So that went to number 7. So that was a horrible spin there. I don't think I put the bet on. I'm not sure. It is a dealer change here. So I'm not sure if I play. I think I got my, yes. Sorry, I got my 3 wins on it and I didn't play anymore. But I was watching it for continuity. So I just skipped through just to show you that I'm not making any more bets. I'm going through like this. I believe that's the end of the video there. Somewhere I don't know. Yeah, so we go to video number 4 and I'm going from 412. I was on 46. I do remember this one. I was on 406 euros and I made a bet and I realized I didn't hit record, so I think it was this one, not too sure. But anyway, we go from 412. And let's skip through, get some data logged, have a look at the first bet. I don't think I was happy with that table. It didn't look too good. Or as a dealer change. Is this E.D.C Interactive? Try and stay away from this gaming provider because their video feed is awful. It really, really is. It just lags out so much. I start tracking the dealer here. See if I make a bet. But this is one that just cut out on me, if you remember. Okay, so I am making a bet here. And of course, the wheel's inverted. So if you look at the neighbour bet, you'll probably be like, oh, you're betting in the wrong area. No, the racetrack is inverted just to add to the confusion. But yeah, so I think... oh, yeah, I think I made a mistake and just bet 10 cents. I didn't actually select the right chip amount. Yeah, so I correct that, and I'm like, oh, I want one. I think I clicked it like 8 times there, going, come on. Again, this isn't really a dealer that you should play with. It's very, very scattered out. But I was just kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, and I went with it. I saw a little bit of a consistency, but I'm pointing to the table, going, what am I doing? I'm crazy. So I really shouldn't be betting on this particular dealer. But I'm starting to feel invincible because I'm covering so many numbers. But again, there it went to number 6, so I can see that this dealer's not doing good. This particular spin is okay, but the opposite spin is pathetic. So yeah, 22 numbers, martingale with a damage control. So a step up, step down system. When you win, you step down. When you lose, you step up. But you're covering 22 numbers. Aaron, when using the dealer tracker, how many times in a row have you seen it win? It was 15 in a row a couple of days ago, and then could only bet in the first 5 and decided to not get greedy. And then you see how far it went. Yeah, I mean, I've sat on a table and watched the whole session. And I'm the same because I always teach that to people, like, don't be greedy. Sam, don't be greedy. So I had to say that he just won like 20 odd grand English. But no, it is one of them things. I do like to watch the dealer after I've finished the session just to see if if they carry on. And a lot of times they do. And that's why I always try and watch the dealer, which is why I don't like doing live streams whilst actually playing, because I'm looking at the chat now. I'm looking away. And in fact, on my last session, which you'll see in a couple of videos time, you will see that it killed you that you didn't keep betting. No, don't see it that way. If what I like to do, I live in Thailand. Okay, I mean, roulette has paid for me to live in Thailand. I'm a magician as well. I don't know how many people know that, but I do magic. If you want to YouTube traveling with magic or magician Thailand. Feel free to follow me. I'm going to start updating that soon because now tourism started up again. I do magic, but for the last 3.5 years that I've lived here, I've just had roulette. I've just been playing, and what I say to myself is, how much do I need to live? Well, I in Thailand, you don't really need that much. I paid for my house, roulette bought me a house, which is nice. But it's one of them things. If you can survive on £40 a day or £50 a day, then just do that. You don't have to carry on. And with some of these strategies, particularly this one, you can make 40, £50 into a couple of spins, 3 or 4 spins, and then you're done. But if you do stay on the table, I urge you to keep watching that dealer, because the dealer, you can't, for a lot of this table, you can't see the dealer. You can just see his hands, and occasionally it'll pop up. But if you start seeing them look away and making eye contact with people, it can mean one of two things: that they're being signaled by the pit boss or the floor manager saying, look, this guy keeps betting on the area that the ball's landing on, speed up the spin, or change it up. Or it could be a sign that there's going to be a dealer change. And as we all know, that a dealer change typically results in the dealer changing the tempo of their spin, because they're anxious to get off the table and go for their break. So he was betting 20 cents per 17. So it's not like it was anything crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing, though. You don't need to go crazy. I start a lot of the videos. In fact, my next stream I'm going to do, it'll be 10 cents per number. But wait, I really hope the system works on the live stream. I haven't tested it at all yet, but I've done the math, and I've been looking at it and looking at the trend. How often do I get 2 wins in a row? All the time. I get them all the time when tracking dealers. Yeah, see that this particular provider is terrible. It keeps doing that, and yeah, it just really spins me out. So I'm just like, it's not the casino, it's actually the gaming provider. But my balance is 412, but then it doesn't let you back in. Yeah, give it a try. Go onto my Excel document. It's in the description. Download the E.D.C. E.D.C, it stands for Ed's Damage Control. I like this system so much I named it after me. So Ed's Damage Control. And yeah, I mean, it's still got its risks. Obviously, you're martingaling, but it's just one of those things. Can you get in and get enough wins to make a profit? And I started with €245, and currently at 412. I think I'm refreshing it, going, my balance should be higher than that, because I placed a bet and then it kicked me off the table. So I am looking at that. Let's just skip forward a little bit and just see 412. Yeah, okay. So you can see there my balance did update from 412 to 484. So I got the win. I don't think I played anymore. I go back there just to see what the result was. I'm that way. It's like 11 went to number 5. Okay, it's perfect. I have to go in and say, what number was it? But yeah, that I don't know if I do another bet, because I was in the middle of a progression, I think, or that was the end of the progression. I'm not sure. Let's see if I do actually do another bet. No, I think I leave it there. Yeah, 484. So that's that session over. So now we're on session number 5. So 484, continuing on with that. But yeah, have a look at the progression chart. Below it, in fact, let me just pause this, because we haven't actually started it yet. So here's the Excel chart. Now at the top, you've got the starting bet. So that's 10 cents per number, 20 cents per number, and so on. And then you can see the bet amounts. So it is a sliding scale. So if you're on, say, 10 cents, it's going to be that. If you win, you stay on 220. If you lose, you go to 440. If you lose again, you go to 880. If you win, you go back to 440. And the idea is you're going up and down, until you get back to the initial area. And because you're covering 22 numbers, which is more than half the board, like, technically you should win more than you lose, especially if you're tracking the dealers. But of course, it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. So what you want to do is look down here at the accumulated betting amount. This is what tells you what sort of bankroll you need. So if you like, you know what, I want to risk 138 units on it, that's how many steps you would go to, 6 steps. So in this case, it would go down to bet 6, which means as soon as if you got to 70 and you lost, you should call it a day. Well, you will if that's your balance. The way I've been playing it on all of these sessions, I've only been doing 4 steps, but I've been playing up. You know, I've increased it, so I'm doing 1 unit per number now. In fact, I think I don't know if oh, sorry, I'm looking at the actual amount. It's the accumulation that you need to look at for your balance. So yeah, I'm doing 1 unit per number, which is 330 there. And that's from 1 unit per number. So yeah, download this spreadsheet. This is covering 22 numbers. And this was just me looking at covering 20 numbers. It was just to see what happens. And I wrote at the bottom there, the minimum profit you would get on the win. That means if you win on the very first bet. If you do the martingale and then work back down, the profit's a lot more than that. But the minimum profit that you'll make is 1.4 units. And I've put minimum profit over 3 wins because that's what I'm doing on the casinos now. I was getting 3 wins on one particular gaming provider, then exiting out and going to a different gaming provider as to stay under the radar. On my last session, I don't. And I want you to watch that last session because that's quite funny to watch. So let me change this back to the video. And we are on session number 5 now, starting balance at 484. And I've taken this all the way up from 245. So, I mean, if you're smart, like I usually preach, you should withdraw your initial balance, you know? If you doubled your money, then do it. I clicked on this table. I was like, oh, I don't want a random number generator. So it's quite funny. Would you try some live games right now? Well, it's in stop this session and play some live games. No, not right, because this is going to be a long enough stream as it is. I've already been live for an hour, and this was purely just to show you this E.D.C strategy, the E.D.C damage control. And yeah, we've got 3 more roulette sessions to go through on this. I am looking at doing a live stream on this new strategy that I haven't tested yet, and I thought it would be good to test it as a group. It might go well, it might not. I've not tested it, but I can see it working really well. I really can. It's such a nice system, and the money management on it is phenomenal. It's, you know, you're not martingaling. You get to make you're covering 17 numbers, but you bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 1 unit. If that loses, you bet 2 units. So do you know what I mean? It's a much nicer, gentle progression. So also up to how many martingales would you go to, or just flat bet the whole time? Well, in this one I'm doing, I think it's 4 martingale, or well, I think it's 3 martingales, but 4 bets in total. And that's for this particular strategy. Maybe I do go further than that. I don't think I do, but I don't think I can afford to, or maybe I can on this. I'm not sure. But these sessions was played last week, and then I got banned from roulette for a week. So yeah, with any martingale, like I say, in 2 grand is key. He's using the positive negative calculator, which has served me well in the past. I've taken £20 to over £5,000 by using that. But it's not the number one tool I'd recommend today, because it doesn't rely on any dealer fallacy. It's primarily relying on luck. So yeah, you can see that was 144. I think I'm doing 2. I'm not sure if I'm doing 1 or 2 units on this one now. I haven't really been. I am doing 2 units, I think. Sorry, I thought you were playing live. Oh no, these are recorded sessions. Yeah, I did seven sessions over the course. I think it was a course of 3 or 4 days. And yeah, it was just it was a very interesting, really interesting concept. Of course, I've increased the amount on here, so my balance is jumping up a lot faster because I'm doing €2 per number. Of course, it's much higher risk, but now my balance is at 524. So if you remember, I started with €245 at the beginning of this, and with any strategies, I do like to test, and obviously the only way you can do that is test with real money. I get sick and tired of people showing roulette strategies on play money, because that it's not even a real dealer, it's just a random number generator. Yeah, I'm showing a video and live commentating. That's exactly it. Now, the idea for me to do this is if anyone has any questions and they want to ask about the strategy, I typically... Bro, can you play a game on live? Yeah, my next stream is going to be a live gameplay where I'm going to use this new strategy that I haven't tested before, and I thought it would be good to test it together. But the idea of doing this recorded one is I've used this strategy. I did 7 sessions with it. I did very well from it, as you can see. I mean, I'm just getting the win back to back there. And I think that was it. I think I just wanted to get three wins. I've taken my balance to 580. It was a very short session. And yeah, so that's why I'm commentating over this. If someone has any questions about, oh, why are you doing this? How are you doing that? I can spend 100% of my time focusing on explaining it. When I'm doing live gameplay, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, and I have more chance of screwing up, basically, betting in the wrong area, not watching the dealer, not analyzing the table as much. You look at this particular dealer here, the signature is flawless. It's really good from 22 round to 6. Really nice. I hit my target here. I don't make any more bets. I do watch the dealer for a few more spins to see if it works. And yeah, I've got over 200 videos on there now. I do have a lot of fun making them. But also it is a lot of work, and sometimes I do just want to play because I live in Thailand, so I can literally just go down to the beach, chill out with my laptop and play. But obviously I can't record it, so it is a bit annoying. But yeah, I'm pointing out number 15 came in. So this dealer was just nailing it. She just hit the section every time. That's the dealer you want to look for. So I'm like, okay, I've got 580. I think I exit out. And yeah, that's the end of this session. So we're going to session number 6. I just show the balance. It doesn't update, so I have to refresh the browser just to basically show. So let's go to session number 6 now, where I'm carrying on from 580. Let me read a few of these. There's a lot of app strats on YouTube. App strats. Do you, like strategies on YouTube? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. I know there's a lot of people out there who are scammers, and they will try and sell you a roulette strategy. Now, what I offer are tools which show the dealer's history, nothing more. I will never claim that these tools will make you win. And a lot of people that are new, they will just join and they'll start betting on the highlighted numbers, and they haven't watched any of the tutorial videos, and they'll just start betting on the highlighted numbers thinking, yeah, I'm going to win. And then they lose and they want a refund, and that's fine. That's what the refund's there for. But what the only sort of strategies that you have is money management. Like if you're going to use a progression, if you're going to do flat betting. I've done plenty of videos showing that flat betting work. Like on that last dealer we just watched, flat betting would have just crushed it. I would have just destroyed that casino by flat betting. But using this step system, it gives you, it basically gives you more wins when you get losses, if that makes sense. So you are using the martingale, but in my opinion, a much safer martingale. It's got the damage control built in, so it's a step system martingale, which means you can cover more than 18 numbers, and that should mean that you win more spins than not. I appreciate that Aaron saying that I've got loads of awesome videos. Under more pressure when live streaming with cash. Yeah, I mean, Ground is key. You know that for sure, and that's, you know, you do a few live streams with cash, and there's a lot going on as well, because you're trying to read comments. You're trying, you know, it just gets so complicated. Smartingale. That was the video that got removed. The full tutorial on how that worked got removed by YouTube, and that's why I got my ban. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, they just blocked me, and it's yeah, I think that video had I think it was like 30 or 40,000 views, and they just removed it. So it seems that any videos that get too much traction, they look into. But they did say that someone I was reported, you know, a user reported me, and it'll just be someone that's basically bought the tools, or just a competitor, someone that does roulette strategies that doesn't like what I'm doing, just reports me, or someone used the tools and they lost, and then they got angry. But there's no, you know, there's no need to, because I do offer 60-day money back guarantee. So there's been times I want to record how crazy how good some dealers perform using the dealer tracker. Yeah, I mean, I do record most of my sessions. Sometimes I don't, and I'm gutted. I'm like, oh, no one will believe me. But yeah, it is what it is. It's you know, their tools, they show you the dealer's history. It's got the representation of the roulette wheel there, so you can see how the dealer's performing. Some dealers don't have a signature, some do. Some have a really good signature. Some dealers have an insane signature, and then all of a sudden it changes, you know. But my whole premise is, if you're going to bet on, say, 18 numbers, you can do that by betting on any of the even sections on the roulette wheel. But to me, it makes far more sense betting on the previous results of the dealer, because that's where they've put the ball to, you know. So I don't know what I'm explaining in this video. I know my mouse is flying around, why I haven't placed a bet. I think I'm just wanting to see what side it lands on, sort of around the 1915 area or around the 2014-31 area. Yeah, and that went to number 5, which helps nobody. So I'm looking on this spin, it looks good. So I'm doing a split neighbours here, I think. Oh, it's an inverted table as well. Yeah, so I get confused. Obviously it's the opposite to what the table is. Now, in the future, once I can get the right developer, I want to have the option to invert the table on the tool, so you can just click flip, you know, and it will flip it around, just to make tables like this a lot easier. Yeah, the last 3 I made, yeah, which sucks, because it was the first video where I explained exactly how everything works, and you know what system it is, and all of that. So yeah, they removed that, which suck. Ground is key. When I first started using the area key, I had a blinder of a session, but didn't record it. Had a 7-hit run. I mean, yeah, it happens. That's why I started doing that Paroli system, where I get like a 3 or 4 win streak, just doubling the bet. And sometimes, you know, you can turn like a 17 unit bet into like 400 or 500 unit. It is crazy. I've watched a dealer, as I think it was Aaron just said, he saw it 50. It would have been 15 wins in a row. Now, if you do a Paroli system, where a positive progression, where you double up every time you win, I think if you get 8 wins with a 1 unit bet, I think it's over 5 grand. If you get I think it's like, well, I know if you can get 20 wins or 19 or 20 wins, it's over 1 million. You know, you can take a 17 £17 bet and turn it into over £1 million if you can win, I think, 18 times in a row. And I've seen it go, you know, I've seen it so many times where I've been playing, and yeah, I've seen it so many times, and I'm like, if only, you know, if only I had the balls to double the bet every time. And if I lost, I would have only lost 17, you know, £17. But if I had the balls to do it, I would have made over 1 million, which is insane. But I think I'd hit the table limit before then, you know. Like this one's 5,000. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. Is that Robert Guitar? Okay, so it does work. So if you subscribe, it does pop up in the corner. Well, yeah, welcome and thank you for the subscribe. You reckon number 11 was hot? Have I entered that number in yet? Did I get my 3 wins? Yeah, I think I got my 3 wins there. So my balance is 664 euros from 245. Let me just skip through this section a little bit just to see. I don't think I make a bet. I just watch it. And yeah, I back out, refresh, 664. And yeah. And that's the end. So last session. Okay, so this is session number 7. I'm at 664. I carry on my new updated spreadsheet. I was like, this system's working awesome. So I actually put a bit of effort in. It looks like I've got 660. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm doing, I think, 2 units per number still. And that, again, gives me 4 steps. Which I haven't gone past. Out of the 7 sessions, I haven't had to go past 4 bets, which is pretty insane. So yeah, I just jump onto the thing. Don't forget, guys, at the end, this is coming toward the end of the stream. I will, there's a voucher from One Win Casino where the first 5 people that enter the voucher thing in, the code. In fact, let me just pause this a second. I'm going to go to the browser. And I'll add in the audio so you can all hear me. So yeah, so I'm on the browser. Let me just go to One Win. So yeah, when at the end of the session, I'm going to show a voucher code. The first, if you've got a One Win account, basically you can enter it in. If you haven't, head to roulettecalculators.com. There is a link in the online casinos. Create an account. You still got time. And then you click here on voucher. So the 3 little dots, I think close that. You click the 3 little dots here, click on voucher. And then you enter the voucher code in there. The first 5 people will get some free money in their account with zero wagering. Zero wagering requirements. So let me go back to this video. This is session number 7, my final session. We've already gone through this bit, so let's. I went to the first table. It is a air-powered table, and I was like, definitely not. So I back out. This is a live casino, which I was quite interested in. I start tracking the dealer, and yeah, okay. So let's just go from here. This is the one time I don't stick to my rule. I didn't actually have time to place a second neighbour bet on there. I made the bet and then, unfortunately, I ran out of time. You love how neat my spreadsheets are. Thank you. I get excited when I I get an idea, and I just want to see what the profit and loss will be, and then I want to try and make it as pretty as possible. But yeah, so can you tell my wife Annie to put down the Nintendo Switch? Annie, put down the Switch. Focus on roulette. There we go. You have to like the video for that, though. Right, yeah, so this is the final session I think my initial balance was, I can't remember, 600 and something. 680, I can't remember. But I've got a bet on now. I think I did the progression even though I only placed on half the chips. Like, yeah, I didn't place both neighbour bets, but I still think I did the progression because I was that confident. But yeah, it takes a bit longer because this is actually a real casino and you've got people putting on bets. But I also like how the dealer isn't concerned with online players, you know? Like a lot of the studio ones, sometimes is you just don't trust them. I quite like the camera as well, where it kind of zooms in and shows you the spins. But clearly you can see here the hot area is around that area. Unfortunately, it didn't go there for me. It went to the opposite side. This one, I'm not sure if I put a bet on or two bets. I think I do. And I think I double. So you can see I'm doing really big bets now because I'm starting with €2 per number. But I just wanted to see how far I could push it, you know, because out of the whole 7 sessions, I haven't had to go past more than 4 bets. And yeah, so I was just kind of seeing what I can do. I was feeling a bit like Sam D, you know, just upping the ante a little bit. For those of you who haven't heard, on the 19th, me and Sam are going to be doing a live stream where we're going to be we're not going to be playing, but we're going to be tracking live dealers, and we're going to get some insight from the legendary area key master known as Sam D. And he's going to be talking through Skype and letting us know why he would bet on a particular table and why he wouldn't bet on a particular table. So that's going to be a really fun session. So I am looking forward to that, and so should you. It is yeah, it's going to be awesome. Obviously you've seen him, he's just been crushing it last few days. I don't know if he minds me saying it. Obviously he took 5,000 up to 17,000. He withdrew, and they did pay him. And then he did another set. He hasn't posted it, but he sent me a photo. And yeah, he took 5,000 up to 5,000 up to £22,000 last night. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to stop. But now the casino have banned him. They've just blocked him. And they said, oh, you're making suspicious large deposits, which is pathetic. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, if you ever get any problems with any of the casinos, head over to askgamblers.com. There's a few of them out there where you can report them. And yeah, they'll basically look into it for you. And if they don't get a nice resolution, they'll put a red mark against that casino. And then they pretty much pay you quickly because obviously it's damaging for them. So yeah, thanks for the tools, just and being a good person. I hope all is well. Oh, thanks, man. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, this is the last session now. I don't stick to my free win rule. As you can see, my balance is now at 722. It's I'm playing a lot higher risk now. Obviously, doing 2 units starting bet per number. And martingaling that to 4 if needed. So, it's 44, 88, 172, I think. Math wasn't my good point. But yeah, so what I am doing, I'm playing with this dealer more than I would. Like, I recommend to all of you, if you're on a gaming provider like Evolution or Pragmatic or any of them, and you get 3 consecutive wins, leave the table and find a table from a different gaming provider. So if you're on Evolution, try Pragmatic, or try even like a lot of the other ones like 888, they have their own providers. So yeah, that's what you've got to do, because it won't be the casinos monitoring you, it will be the gaming providers. And if they can manipulate the ball, which, let's be honest, we pretty much know that they can, then if they're noticing your particular strategy, especially with what I'm doing here, just covering neighbours, and I'm moving the neighbours around the table based on what the dealer's doing, it's very easy for them to signal, because these dealers, not this one, but the majority of the dealers, they're just in a studio that's owned by, say, Evolution, and 100% they will be tracking your spins or your win to loss ratio. And if they're like, this guy's just had 7 wins in a row, what's he doing? And then they can look at your gameplay, and then all they have to do is signal to the dealer, like, speed up your spin, change it, slow it down. And if they do that, you're going to be betting in the wrong area. But this is live casino, so you can see I'm just crushing it with this particular dealer. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. If you watch the oh, sorry, I missed a few comments there. You're from Canada. All is pragmatic. Only one spin direction table, which is speed roulette. Yeah, again, I'm starting to play a lot more on the multi-direction tables as well, because I've been looking at what's an Arabic roulette and a few of those, and I've seen some very odd behavior, like with the ball manipulation. It like just landed perfectly, and then it just gets sucked over to the other side of the table. And again, if you see that, stop betting. Even if you're in the middle of a progression, stop betting and just get out, because if you're doing that, you can look at my YouTube video, Dealers Cheating. It's crazy how manipulated it is. Watch Ground Key's last video. Toward the end, he needed it to land on one of 4 numbers. It was either 26, 29, 32, or 35. It landed on 26. I even slowed it down. It landed on 26 and then got sucked across into 0. And there was no way physics that could explain it. It was just pathetic. But you can see this one. I'm getting win to win over and over and over with this dealer. Normally, I would have got my 3 wins and left, but I am pushing it. And the only reason I'm doing it is because it isn't a studio casino, and this dealer hasn't looked away. He's just been doing his thing. Yeah, I've seen the manipulation on Groundske's last 2 videos and positive. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Some of them, if you see it, just leave the table. It's not worth it, because, well, if you're doing a progression, if you're doing flat betting, it might be worth risking it, for another spin or 2. But if you're doing a progression and they are manipulating it specifically for you, you're in big trouble, because if you're martingaling or doing some sort of progressive betting system, it will just suck all of the money out your bank, and it's just not worth it. Just jump out. Take a loss as well. If you just lost 50 euros or whatever, just take it as a loss if it's looking suspicious. This one, I mean, I'm just hitting them back to back with this dealer. I'm now at 834 euros. And again, this is why, and I say to everyone, I love real casinos. When I go to Vegas, or I'm looking forward to going to Macau after this, I think the pandemic's sort of dying off a little bit. I absolutely love real casinos, because, and you can use the tools. If you're on your phone, just turn your screen brightness right down, and obviously don't go to the table. Go to one of the touch screen machines that is plugged into the table, because that way you can just have your phone on. You can be tracking the dealer, which is a real dealer, and you can be making your bets on the touch screen. Once you're done, print out that ticket, you walk up to the cashier, you get your cash instantly. You don't have to wait for them to be like, can you verify your address? Can you do this? They just try and find a way not to pay you. And it really pisses me off with live online casinos. So there we go, we got a miss. Let's have a look. I've seen most consistent dealer. I've seen a number stop or most dead and travel to 12. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. So obviously, I play roulette for a living. I've seen some insane things, and I've had a few interesting concepts. Someone emailed me the other day saying that it's actually on some of these tables it's static. I'm not sure if it is. I definitely want to look into that as being an option, because some of the wheels are plastic and apparently they can have static, which is causing the ball to go to a particular number more often than not. But yeah, and yeah, as Grounded Key, you can create a game on the manipulated spins. But my suggestion for that, Grounded Key, you can if your stakes are low, because if they're manipulating the spins, it's because someone's betting big and they don't want to pay out. So if you see the manipulated spin areas and you start betting big, it's just going to be manipulated to somewhere else, But like I said, I love real casinos. I love being able to walk in there, track a dealer, maybe get 6-7 wins from a couple of tables, leave the casino, go to another casino. And the experience is awesome. I love it. I love just walking around and doing it. But the issue is a lot of the casinos are high stakes. It might be $5 per number minimum, which is fine for Sam. He loves that sort of gameplay. I always keep it low. I mean, I am going a bit more overboard here because I was just pushing this strategy. I haven't gone past a depth of 4 out of 7 sessions, and I've quadrupled my balance pretty much. So it's crazy. In a minute, we are going to do the voucher, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, I'm still just doing the martingale. Now notice him; he starts looking. I do notice it in a bit at the end of this video. Unfortunately, yes, he keeps looking around. I don't know if he's looking at players, but he hasn't done that the whole time. But he does keep looking around, which spooks me a little bit. What a shot. Number 3. Yeah, so the video does cut out because my hard drive ends up being full because it is I didn't delete any of my other videos, but I will explain what happens. But yeah, thanks for the video likes, and if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. In fact, let me try this. Yeah, look, overlays. There we go. That's my magic trick. So yeah, now if you do enjoy the content that I'm putting out there, we are going to do a live stream cash play soon. And it's trying out a brand new strategy. So I might lose, I might win, but I'm only going to be risking €309 with it. Do I think split betting with 5 neighbours is good as betting 19? I haven't played 19 numbers for a long time. The area key, I do want to start using it again. I did really well from the area key, but I just love the dealer tracker. The dealer tracker is just my thing, and for that I usually choose 17 numbers. This is only where I'm just going a bit crazy, just covering 22 numbers because I was interested in a martingale step system. So it's it's one of them things. But I've noticed that this dealer has started spreading out a little bit from where I was, and he does keep looking around. So I think he's well, in fact, I know he's ready for a dealer change because when it stopped recording, I deleted a few videos, went back on, and unfortunately it was a dealer change. So I think he was just really pissed off. He's probably been stood there for an hour and he's like, I want my break. But yeah, I just carried on playing with that. Yeah, I do love Grounded Key, and there you go. You see that as another loss. So I can see the that he is changing the pattern, and I believe that is due to wanting to get off the table. You see, he keeps looking around. He's just like, please let me get off the table. Yeah, again, thank you all for tuning in and watching this. If you've got any questions, please ask me. That's what I'm here for. There you go, that went to 25, so that gave me a win. Put me to 866, but I'm still in the martingale here, so I step back a level. Yeah, no, it's crazy. A progression does work, and that's the concept behind like the martingale system or Fibonacci is if you don't get a dealer that goes past a certain depth, then you can get away with a progression. It's only when it runs wild that's when it kills you. So Grounder's Key has got a great approach with his profit and stop, but you know, for some people they want to make more. Other people they want to, you know, they want to keep going. Okay, so here is I got to the balance to 922 euros. Now this is I make a bet here, and this is where the video dies. The video dies, but I will say I lost the bet. It didn't come in, and then when I see he's looking around again. When I deleted the videos and got back, it was a dealer change. So I didn't carry on with the progression, but it was a really good result. You know, 245 to 878 euros. And yeah, there you go. The video crapped out on me. So I will say again that on the browser here, I'm going to show the voucher in a second. So if you are on this casino, make sure you're ready, because the first 5 people will get the funds, and this is all going to be fun. So let me just do this, and are you ready? Are you ready? There we go. That's a voucher. It is only 5 euros, but 5 people can get that. So the first 5 people that enter in that code RC-free will get 5 euros. Hopefully, you know, hopefully they'll start giving me some bigger vouchers and we can do some giveaways. And yeah, I think, you know, I know it's 5 euros, but it's free money. There's no wagering requirements. So I think you can just get it and then withdraw it. I guess I don't know, but let me know how it goes. In fact, let me know in the comments if you got the, you know, if you won, if you got the voucher. Yeah, let me know if you get it. From 1 win. Yeah, from 1 win. I mean, I get it. They send me vouchers because obviously it benefits them. They get more members on their website. But if I can give away, I mean, I could have just created 5 accounts. They have no address verification or anything on their system, so you can just create an account with a VPN, which I have done, and yeah, I've not had an issue withdrawing when doing that. So in fact, that's let me do that 1 second. My balance from this video, I haven't played since. My balance is 878. I'm just going to grab my thing. This is just for continuity, really. So I'm just finding my Bitcoin address. Just check. Yeah, so I am going to make a withdrawal now. I normally do this at the end of my videos. I'm going to do Bitcoin. What have I got? 878. I'm going to draw 778. That should leave me 100 euros. There's my Bitcoin address. If any of you want to send me money, you're more than welcome to. And there you go. Withdrawal request accepted. Please wait while it gets completed. And I'll just refresh that, make sure my balance drops down. Yeah, 100 euros ready for the next session. But I will be using a different casino in the next video where I'm going to be using the new strategy, and I'll do it as a live stream. I mean, I might win, I might lose, but I think it will be good. It's simple enough for me to do via a live stream. Again, if you are new to the channel, please check out roulettecalculators.com and set up a free account where you can chat to other roulette players. We've got 3,500 members on there where we all discuss strategies and betting systems in the forum. You can learn about different casinos and dealers, and I 100% believe it will take your roulette games to the next level. The social network is completely free to join. There are paid membership options available to use the calculators and the betting tools. The link is in the description if you want to learn more about how the tools work and all of that stuff. I really do appreciate all of you jumping on board. It's been great chatting to you all. Oh, okay. So, Blau, you got €5. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's still 4 more available. I thought they would have got snapped up straight away, but the voucher's there now. This video will be live, so you can take advantage of it. Let me know. Is it Balau? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that Balau. But yeah, you're more than welcome. It's not my money. It was free money from one win. Hopefully they'll probably kick me off soon when everyone starts using this strategy and then kicks their asses. But yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks, Grounders Key. Really appreciate it. And I will catch up with you soon. Much appreciated. As always, bet smart.